Legal Mindset on YouTube was at the trial. He posted a few videos what happened there. Yeah, so was Atozi. I've been learning a lot about the first court appearance here for good old Johnny Somali. Didn't go well for him, I hope. It went horribly for him. But I'll wait a minute, let people trickle in, then we can talk about it. It is beautiful. Yeah, Johnny Somali is finally looking like he's going to be getting some justice dispensed on him. A 5-year sentence is a joke. I mean, 5 years is no joke, but he's also not done getting all of his charges. So, 5 years is the appetizer. I see you've looked at a little bit on the case, but not enough. Okay, Johnny Somali, he's that nuisance streamer that I've covered for quite a while. He's the guy that does like the world tour of getting his ass beaten. So he goes to a different place pretty frequently, and when he's there, he does his absolute best to harass people, break laws, and just be like the most insufferable piece of shit imaginable. And it usually ends with his face on the floor or his face in somebody's asshole. And he's been doing this for a while. He got arrested in Japan, but they gave him a slap on the wrist. He lied to them, left the country, started shit-talking them. He's been everywhere. But what's most important is, he went to Korea, and he started doing the same shit. Well, Koreans, they didn't take it lightly. They even had like a UAV on this guy where they tracked him in order to find him so they could continue to beat his ass so he would not know a minute of peace. It was beautiful. It was an amazing thing. And he got charged with some very serious stuff. And he just went to his first trial today, and it went really, really bad for him. So, according to Atozi, who went there, and not just Atozi, there's others that are there, kind of just to like see how it all goes and also just relish in the justice that he's finally about to be faced with. According to Atozi, he showed up dreadfully hungover because I guess last night he went live doing shots for donations, and he got super fucking plastered and, like, I don't know, puking his brains out or something. Then he went to trial, was extremely late, and he went there with a huge smile on his face, got hit with very serious charges carrying many years of prison time, and then the reality swept in. And then there was no smiles left. And this isn't even all of his charges. Today was only some of his charges, and he's already looking at least 5 to 10. He pled guilty as well. So it's not looking really good for the Wonder Boy, Johnny Somali. So I didn't look at everything yet because I didn't want to spoil everything, but I got little tidbits so that way we could go over it together and learn even more together. Everything I have seen, though, is just amazing. Absolutely amazing news. So what charges were today? It was the obstruction of business, obstruction of business, which was the loud music convenience store. Yep. Oh, another thing is, he was wearing a hat, and many times he was told to take it off. He would take off the hat and then put it back on and get told to do it, like, take it off again. So he was just being extremely disrespectful in the court, apparently. So everything that could go wrong did go wrong. He couldn't even pretend to be likable for a court appearance. He also didn't have a suit, so he had to borrow a suit that was like 12 sizes too big. Atozi had, or it wasn't even Atozi, someone had a picture of what it like mostly looked like. It's comical. It's like me wearing my 6'5" dad's suit. It's somewhere in here. I don't recall where it was. Oh, here it is. He said this is basically what he looked like in that suit. Has he come to America? No, he's still in Korea facing trial for all of his crimes. It's going to be many years before he comes back to America, it's looking like, thank God. He's most likely going to end up locked away in a foreign prison with an entire country that hates him. If he thought the ass-beating global tour was bad before, wait until he gets it in a slammer. Holy. Everyone in Korea hates him. No, this didn't even have everything. Well, I need to find a better article with all of the stuff that was happening today. Atozi's video with all of it kind of details everything, but I was looking for just a quick write-up, but maybe I'll just go through Atozi's video again.
It's not live.
Oh, here we go,
Nope.
here we go. I think the Dixerto article has a little bit more. And yeah, here's Legal Mindset, where he was giving his perspective on it. He was also in the Atozi stream as well. He pled guilty to obstruction of business and 2 counts of violating the Minor Crimes Act, which, according to Legal Mindset, is basically like the equivalent of misdemeanors over there. But they take it very seriously, so even with just these, which seem like, not like, they don't seem like crazy charges that someone would be, you know, fucking thrown into the gulag for, but he's still facing 5 to 10 years for it. For just these that he pled guilty to. And he still has more on the way. Oh yeah, he had no idea about the additional obstruction of business charge which was filed against him. That's the one he's going back for in April. His lawyer also didn't know. Oh, and here we go. Looks like they have the footage of when he was streaming hours before being supposed to show up to court and then being really late.
Somali live on party. Yo, there we
Look at how happy he is just moments before faced with many years in jail. Oh my god. Johnny, hey Johnny!
live on party. Streams coming soon. I just had to do this little test.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Tony Hawk 3
Maybe
4.
just 30 seconds just to let you guys know that Johnny Somali will be locking in with Party.com. We got the deal in the works. Man, shout out the creator. Shout out B.
Hey, shout out. That deal is going to go through, no doubt, Johnny. Those party streams in prison with making Pruno in the toilets is going to be ballistic, no doubt, brother. You will never see him without a black eye. He's going to be constantly just bruised and bloody, like, hey, back on party. Really enjoying myself.
And, yes, I will be back doing IRL streaming on Party.com. Shit is going to get spicy.
Does Party even have a big viewer base? No, but it's the only place where Johnny Somali hasn't, like, gotten his ass beat on stream and banned for.
It's time for a redemption arc, a Johnny Somali redemption
Is that right,
arc.
Zach?
I'm going to try to become a better man, be a better me,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to make sure that we can make some fire-ass content here while I'm still in Korea. The trial.
Hey, why are you still in Korea, Johnny? What's going on? I thought you were leaving a while ago. What are you still there for? What's going on, man? Why can't you leave?
Is live tomorrow, and I will be live streaming the trial. I will be live streaming before, during, and after, exclusively here on Party.
Hey, how'd that go, Johnny? How'd that stream go? I bet it was fucking amazing, huh?
Tomorrow, the plan is we're going to hit the courtroom live. We're going to see a bunch of the ops. We're going to see...
no doubt. I'm sure that's going to happen.
Possibly you, Dalgoon, is going to pull up. You know what I mean? I would want to say his name. Lolly Mindset, Pedo Mindset, Atozi,
What?
Blood Seller. A bunch of niggas that have made their careers and made their YouTube names based on me. A bunch of motherfuckers that without me, I'm going to be fully suited and booted out with the MAGA hat. I'm going to have the full suit on.
The suit that he borrowed from, like, the nearest clown store, it was way too big. I don't remember how tall he is. I think he's actually shorter than me. So that shit he must have borrowed from, like, anywhere else that's not fit for, like, toddler clothing. He looked like an absolute fool.
I'm going to give you guys the before, the during, the after of the trial, the whole trial that millions of people have been speaking about all over Twitter and all over YouTube and all over X. You're going to get the exclusive here, and I'm going to continue to go live here.
Oh, they didn't even get the part where he started throwing up and puking and getting super hungover before going to trial really late. Oh, here we go.
I'm giving y'all the first viral moment tonight.
Oh, Hank is his lawyer, by the way. Oops. His lawyer is also apparently a big fucking fool. He's ready for trial. Let's go, Johnny. So cool. What a guy. Hank is just his friend. No, doesn't Hank represent him? I'm pretty sure he does. I could be misremembering. I can't remember his fucking team. Let me see. Oh, no, you're right. No. Hank's not the one representing... Well, actually, is he? I just got 2 conflicting reports on this. Let me give Subspectral. The judge let him film in court. Fuck no, man. This guy's delusional. He thought he was going to be able to do like a court live stream. Didn't happen. Also, even if they did for some reason permit him to do it, he was way too hungover. He didn't even know where he was. So it wouldn't have happened even if they did for some reason grant him access to that.
God damn, I just threw him everywhere. I just threw him. That's how you know I'm not scamming. I'm not scamming. That's how you know I'm not scamming.
Oh, what a fucking hero. I can't believe his first day in court didn't go well. It's so weird. He was prepped perfectly. Yeah, here it is. So just the obstruction of business can carry a maximum penalty of 5 years in jail. It's possible he ends up being sentenced to 10 years behind bars, depending on how the trial plays out. And again, that's not all the charges yet. That's just the current charges that he was facing today. Pled guilty to. Oh, it's so good. He's also been accused of violating anti-terrorism laws, threatening to sexually assault female streamers, drug use, AI deepfakes, violating Railroad Act, even spreading North Korean propaganda. He's not facing any of these, to my knowledge, yet. But it's still not looking good. Korea has a 90% conviction rate, don't they? Here, you know what? He explains it better than I ever could. But, yes, kind of, here.
Yeah, they were pretty shocked.
Oh, okay. So that was a separate charge. Was that the charge that he was showing? And
the new obstruction.
Oh, the newest obstruction charge. Okay, yeah. So there's another charge as well that's coming against him about the deepfake stuff that he accidentally leaked on his stream last night.
Nice.
As we've been covering, I mean, he's been playing his cards in the worst way possible the whole time, from start to finish.
You just don't understand his strategy. You see, Johnny Somali's 10 steps ahead of us. He's the drunken master.
And last night, I guess he decided to get drunk at 3 in the morning, go live, and show up extremely late to court because of that. And on his live stream, he was doing, like, I guess, getting paid to do shots, and he ended up showing a new charge that hadn't been leaked to the public yet.
So that charge was actually it's the police case that the police have given over to the prosecutor. So it means that they're going to prosecute it. It's going to trial. Yeah.
In the Korean system, once the police decide to actually formally charge you and they send it to the prosecutors, that's pretty much it. That's where you get the 90+% conviction rate. You're pretty much done. If they've decided to go that far, that means they have the evidence to prove the crime.
And that's exactly what Johnny Somali wants them to think. He's got them eating out of the palm of his hands. He just needs to go get his ass beat a couple more times. It's going to reset his noodle, and he's going to once again, it's going to be like taking the Limitless pill. Johnny Somali unlocks 100% of his brain when he's suffering from CTE from all the people in the world that continuously use him as a punching bag. So you just wait for him, sober up, he'll go outside, annoy somebody, they'll beat his ass per usual, and then we're going to see him at maximum capability. My God, he's going to be the smartest man on the planet. It can't just be for clout and money, right? Like, it has to be a mental illness or a humiliation kink. Humiliation kink only goes so far. Usually, if humiliation kink doesn't result with you doing things that'll send you to jail for fucking 10 years, that's not a humiliation kink. And it's not even masochism either, because he gets really mad when he gets hurt. He starts crying. Like, actually crying. So I don't know what it is. I think it's just actual delusion. It definitely is a mental illness. 100% is a mental illness. I just don't exactly know what kind. It's like terminal clout obsession. I couldn't tell you. It's fascinating, though. It is so interesting. He doesn't even get much attention on his streams, though. That's the thing. He doesn't... The interesting thing about Johnny Somali is he is such like a fringe case of like what I usually talk about, where no matter who you are, you'll have supporters. Johnny Somali doesn't even have that. He has people that love to watch him get his ass beat. He doesn't have anyone that actually likes him. He has people that watch him just waiting for him to get hurt. And they entice him and they like push him towards it, like donating for shots before trial. They just enable him to be a fucking disaster until he eventually ends up dead. And it's not even like hate watchers, because it's like really fun for them to watch him destroy his life. It's a crazy... I can't even call it a community, because he doesn't have a community. He just has people that sit around and they'll like shoot spitballs at him, but with a dollar bill attached. It's so fascinating. He's just a lol cow. Yeah, but it goes above a lol cow. Like, I don't even know what you'd call it. It's like he's like a visual novel lol cow where you get to choose the outcome. Because most of the shit he does, it's the chat like enticing him to do it, convincing him it's a good idea. So they are like actively guiding him down the path of being the ultimate fucking destructive loser that's going to get thrown in jail or dead. So like they get to guide him. Like they're taking him down the Telltale game, tree for the bad ending. Kind of like a choose your own adventure. Yeah, it's kind of like a choose your own adventure. Hank Yu apparently spent 97 months in prison for firearms violation in 2018. Is that right? I don't know anything about Hank. I thought that was the guy representing him. I don't know why he'd be at fucking trial with him if he's not actually like representing him. I don't know then. I misunderstood that. I must have missed something there. Never heard of this guy. I have no doubt you don't know Johnny Somali's name, but you know his work. You probably just don't recognize him with his eyes open. Usually he's concussed on the ground after getting beaten on stream. I'm confident you've seen his many highlights of just getting pummeled in public. He is internationally hated. He is. He is internationally hated. He is like a unifying force across the planet. Just this scourge that when he enters your country, everyone's united looking for him so they can beat him up. Like, I wasn't kidding. In Korea, they actually set up like a UAV is the wrong word. And geoguesser is definitely not the right way of describing it. But they set up something so they could track him, tell each other, so they could go and attack him. Because he is just that hated. He is that bad of a person. He is that much of a menace. An hour late to court is insane. Well, not only that, he showed up extremely hungover from his... I just closed it, but here, I'll bring it back up. From his late night drinking stream where he ends up puking in Hank's apartment. It's so good. It's amazing. Who are his role models, man? I don't know, a Wobbuffet with the amount of times he just gets hit? I couldn't tell you. I don't know who his role models are. I don't even know if he knows who his role models are. All he does is just look for ways of getting himself hurt. Wouldn't you feel like a failure if you were a parent who spawned this? I've said this before and I still maintain it. I think there's only so much parenting can do. Sometimes, like in Johnny Somali's case, I'm sure maybe his parents weren't great. I have no idea. Maybe they were amazing. But there are only some things that you can control. You can't control your son getting hard addicted to clout online to the point where he's willing to throw his whole life away for a couple of donations, right? Like, you can't... What are you as a parent going to do about that? Like, he's a grown-ass man. They can't just, like, walk into his room and unplug the Ethernet cable, right? Like, there are just some things that you as a parent don't have control over. I don't know his parents. I have to imagine they are probably fucking livid. They probably are so sad about this. Because it's gotta suck, man. You raise a human being for 18 years, ends up like Johnny Somali. Fucking rough. I can't play the clips of him getting beat. It'll get the stream taken down on YouTube. If I was just on Twitch, I could. It'd be fine. But YouTube has a really big problem with that kind of stuff. My vids have it well censored. Do you have it censored? If you have it censored, I'll check it out then, if you've got it there. Again, I'm sure most of you have seen these. Do you have like a montage of it? That'd be really helpful. Oh, you got it from the very beginning. You got the genesis of Johnny Somali here.
As streamers still somehow make money on Kick, documenting what fatherless behavior looks like. This guy from Arizona several seconds, but then gets
this one's a little older. This isn't one of his fresh ass beatings.
I'm gonna run up on this right now, bro. Yo, stop playing with me. I'm about to beat the...
So maybe that's why he wants to go after girls like this Twitch streamer.
Oh no, this isn't the one. This isn't the one. Where's the one where the guy gets him with the flying kick? I thought it was that stream. It's been a little while though, so maybe it wasn't that one. Oh my god, you've got every single instance. Which one has the flying kick? The 3v1? Was it the 3v1 where he caught the flying kick?
If you want to run up, I'm live.
Because this wound right here was from the guy who got him outside the hotel. I remember that, and he had to walk around with this big band-aid. He's like, actually, like, I've made this comparison before, but I think it's more apt for Johnny Somali. He is literally just that reoccurring cartoon villain who the main character disposes of really quickly, and you keep seeing him show up in later episodes, like with like a neck brace on and shit. Oh yeah, you're right, it was this one, huh?
I'll sue you if you hurt me.
한국에서 한국말 써.
Oh, another thing worth mentioning. He is always the one to instigate it. He's usually the ones to make the threats, and then he starts actually crying when they beat his ass for it.
이 새끼 내병변 장애 있나 봐.
There it is. Oh yeah. I see how you censored it. So you can see the start. He came at him with like the fucking flying front kick, and then Johnny's like running away. It's so good. Then they chase him down. He's definitely guilty. Brother, that's not even in question. He filmed all of his crimes. Yes. Everyone knows he's guilty. It's just a matter of, are they going to take it easy on him like Japan did, or are they actually going to get him in jail for the 5, 10, or even, I think it was up to 29 years with all the charges he was facing. Up to, but he's most likely going to get 1 to 5. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a little too optimistic, but I really think there's a chance Korea just does not play games with this. The charges are bad already, but even aside from that, he is just so openly disrespectful, not only to the public, but to the court system as well. He showed up over an hour late, hungover. He kept putting on his hat when he was told repeatedly not to. Like, I feel like they're not gonna go easy on him. It's, again, maybe I'm just, huffing the hopium, but I just have a feeling. That would be the best thing they could do, because that would finally maybe start to be a deterrent to these IRL nuisance streamers. Do you think he's going to try to flee the country? No. Absolutely not. I think he's also way too fucking stupid to even know how he would, begin to do that. Why act like it's real news? Look at this guy. He's too big for the IRL nuisance streamer going to jail for 10 years. That's not real news. Can we please talk about the socio-political state of the world right now?